So we just left Guernsey finally after 5 nights there now. It kind of got a bit longer with our stay there because I broke our primary fuel filter. So that was very unfortunate, and I broke it on a Saturday evening, and Sunday the shops are closed here. So we had to wait out the Sunday yesterday. And this morning I got the replacement part instantly. It was just a matter of going to the shop. It was just behind the glass and I couldn't reach it yesterday. Today the shop owner opened the door. Anyway, we're on our way now, and we're motoring out of the channel between Guernsey and Herm. And yeah, we're going to set over back to the France coast. Yeah, depending on the wind and the weather, we might take a pit stop in Roscoff or continue to either La Bavrac or around the Cape to Camaret-sur-Mer. So these are the possible stops that we can do. And yeah, we'll bring you along. It'll be at least, I don't know, 17 hours, if not longer. Depends on where we go. So it's time for a flag change. We are still flying the red insignia of the British Empire, and now we are going to hoist the French flag again because we are approaching France, and we left the Channel Islands of the UK.
We are leaving Roscoff. We didn't show you Roscoff because we came in really early in the morning or really late at night. The sun wasn't up yet, so we just went in. We didn't touch land or anything like this, and waited out until the tides are back in our favor, and we took a bit of a nap, and then we left again. You probably can't see it behind me, but it's behind me. And now we're moving forward to the next destination, which is...
Our next port of call is La Bavrac, or in English, La Bavrac.
So there you go, La Bavrac. Yeah. We're just motor sailing along in some really big waves, and I saw this really giant fish of some sort. It was big and flat and just huge, the biggest fish I have ever seen, bobbing along at the surface with the waves. And then after that, when we were finally getting out of the huge waves, I saw a school of dolphins. And I went to go film them, but unfortunately they're a bit camera shy and decided to go away. We turned off the motor and they still haven't come back. But that means in the future there will be dolphin videos. as a bit of an update, we're on our way to Lavavrak, and we just had a bit of a dolphin encounter, which was really nice. We're a bit slow due to the current, so we're not making the 6 o'clock time that I predicted earlier, but hopefully 9 o'clock looks like it's going to be good. So there's a pretty good chance, since it's also extremely foggy right now, that we're going to be making it into a difficult harbour without daylight. I would show you the scenery, but it's really foggy and you probably can't see it at all. So I can see it about 2 seconds before it hits us. And unfortunately Thomas has been on the helm all day because I was a bit under the weather as usual. Oh, I wasn't feeling so hot. So here's the hardworking Thomas.
Yay!
And you can probably not see at all these rocks back here. But it's like a cloud scene from The Never-Ending Story. We're just floating on the mist. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing well. I'm just thinking about when to take the sail down and stuff like that. But at the moment, we're making decent speed for the fact that we have the tide against us. So in 40 minutes we're at the point where we turn into the marina channel. So yeah, I can't wait to get to the marina and hopefully be able to get a warm shower.
Me too. I second that. I would like a hot shower.
Yes.
I wanted to scold a bit until my feet turn purple.
Oh.
It will be good.
We arrived in Lavavrak at night, and while the town, aka street, didn't have very much to offer for us, we already left the next day to make good way to Camaret-sur-Mer and wait for a good weather window to cross the Bay of Biscay.
We just left the town of Lavavrak. Our idea is to get to Camaret-sur-Mer, I don't know, tonight. And to get there you have to round the most western point of the European mainland and cross a channel that is called Chanel du Four, which apparently means the channel of the oven of hell. Because it has incredible currents, up to 9 knots of currents, and if you have the wind against the current as we will have today, it can get a bit choppy, but it should only be up to 10 knots of wind against the tide. So we left a bit early for the tide, so we have a counter current at the moment, and hoping that it won't be as heavy on us as it would be if we go through there at full tide. So yeah, getting out of Lavavrak here is through this very narrow channel that we navigated into yesterday evening and night, fall and fog. So yeah, there was no chance of filming that. It was pretty much just a wall of fog that we sailed into or motored into.
It's interesting seeing it now though, because if we could see it, perhaps we would have been a bit more frightened.
We arrived in Camaret-sur-Mer again at night time, took a long nap and explored the town the next days.
Where are we going?
We're going into town and we are in Camaret-sur-Mer.
It's very beautiful here.
So what is this?
This is a Japanese art of stacking stones that people do for Zen,
For a living.
like meditation. Right now I am drinking a mojito. I've been quite particular about my mojitos because in Germany they always have like really crunchy sugar and the drink is always extremely sweet, which I don't like. I don't think a mojito should be particularly sweet. And here they have brown sugar, which is still not syrup. However, the drink itself and the rum is not a sweet rum, so we're just one step closer to finding the perfect mojito. We just have to go a little bit south to get syrup. What are you doing, Thomas?
I'm drinking a Cuba Libre.
Thomas is drinking a Cuba Libre.
For the liberation of Cuba.
Yeah, woohoo!
In Camaret-sur-Mer we were, to our surprise, surrounded by young sailors who were also looking for a weather window to cross the Bay of Biscay. So we quickly bonded with the crew of the Swedish vessel Divina Remi and the Norwegian vessel Landkrabbene. And we went to the local Irish pub and made plans for our crossing together.
Can you tell me all the things you're excited about? We're gonna cross together.
Yeah, I'm excited about the dolphins. Yay, and the waves.
Dolphins and whales?
Yeah.
What are you excited about?
I'm excited about the storms.
There's not gonna be any storms. We planned it perfectly.
We're gonna have such bad weather and it's gonna be awesome.
That's not true.
At least I'm rooting for it.
Alright. Let me interview others.
Jaha, så den vände redan vid 12.
Skjer det noe der, men det er litt sånn at
What are you guys looking forward to in the next few days?
To get to shore again.
Yeah!
Sure, nice.
Some rock climbing in, finally!
I'm looking forward to the loneliness. The loneliness of Biscay.
Are you scared of loneliness?
We're not gonna be lonely. We're
You have
Yeah, we're many people.
No. We're gonna sail into each other.
Maybe we can just tie each other up to like a trimaran.
As you just saw, we did some intensive preparations for the Biscay crossing in the Irish pub, and you'll see in the future episode if all the hopes and dreams of the other crew members about the Bay of Biscay came true.
We'd like to thank everyone for watching all of our videos, and we've had lots of requests to create a Patreon page, so we now have a Patreon for Two Aboard Tuuli. So if you like, you could support us there, and that would be super awesome. We'll see you in the next episode. Bye!
Bye!